What the heck happened? Who are you eating? What? Oh, these African cichlids suck. Dude, can you look at him eating? He's eating somebody. Look at him. Oh my God. Why did you do that? Who is that? Which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Who was that? Who was that? Sidonna's cat? Who is dead? Who did you guys kill? I never know what they're doing. Like straight up. Like, dang, man, they just had a field day since I was gone for the weekend, man. Man, what's cracking, everybody? What's going on? I just turned on, you feel me? And I see just a mouthful of somebody. Dude had like a mouthful of somebody, you dig? It's crazy. Hey man, look. Tired, man. I'm tired. But look, I had a blast. Was able to get my mind off of stuff. Came back home to good news. Just came back from the hospital, man. And baby girl has the chest tubes that were both in my newborn. They're out now. So everybody's like super hopeful. It's a step in the right direction. I know it came from prayers from you guys. For those that don't pray, it was good vibes from you guys. It was the whole thing as a whole, man. And I just really want to let you guys know I really, really, really appreciate you guys. Bar none, the best. The busy chat is the best chat in live streams. Straight up, I appreciate all of you guys, man, for all the super chats, all the super stickers, all of the well wishings, all of the prayers, all of the good vibes. It's working. Don't stop. I just see like an end of the road with her getting home shortly, man, and I feel it. They haven't said it. Keeping my fingers crossed. I'm still staying prayed up, but I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. Dee Dee's Fin Den will be coming in the hot spot also this month, and I've got a star-studded lineup for you guys. I went down there and handled business. You feel me? I went down to Dallas and handled business for my channel and for my busy chat and for my people, man. Straight up, and I appreciate all of you guys again, man. Went down there, met some people, some interesting people, had some fun, man. Was able to relax and get my mind off of stuff just for a day. That's all I needed, was just for a day, and now I can come back and do what I need to do. You are funny. I saw you on a live stream bomb KG Tropical stream. Yeah, that's not the only time I bomb KG Tropicals, and I will bomb again. He had the opportunity to bomb mine, man. I was on the panel down there in Dallas. I was on the panel with Boss Aquatics, real cool cat. And I was on the panel with 503, and you guys already know when me and 503 get on the stream together, it's pandemonium. So Boss made a great addition. If you look at the thumbnail, you see Boss, you see 503, you see me, and then you see in the background, if you can remember what was in the background, I think Geek Boy said it when he first got in. If somebody could tell me what was in the background, I'll introduce the background in, because he definitely has a name and definitely was one of the first persons I connected with when I walked up in that joint. J-Rock does stuff, man. I'm 6'4", man. I'm a big dude, man. Tic Tac guy, says Dee Dee's Fins. Yes, Tic Tac Bandit, says Jay Watts. Tic Tac. Everybody know. Well, here's the man behind the costume. The Tic Tac Walrus is none other than New Local Austin, y'all. The new
Hey, everybody.
Local Austin.
I just want to state for the record, I was dressed as the Tic Tac Bandit for Halloween only. The Tic Tac Bandit remains at large, like the Boogeyman, Bigfoot. I'm trying to think of serial killers, but I'm blanking.
Well, it's good to have you on here, New Local Austin. I don't know if you're giving people your real name or not, but
oh yeah, I'm Michael Toes.
All right, Michael Toes, man, Big Mike. Yeah. Hey, listen, solid cat. I had to have him on, man. He
we bonded, man.
We had a straight, you know, yeah, we had a, it was a synergy, man. A straight synergy. It was for real. Like, as soon as we walked in there, he just like walked up to me. He was like, "I'm New Local Austin." I was like, "Oh yeah, I see you in the chats before." After that, we just started talking, man, and that was it. That was it. Like after that, it was just we just started kicking it, man. We just started kicking it. He took me to go eat. You know, that's big for me. Finding something decent to eat was great, and he took me to the best place possible. I haven't been around Dallas like that, but to me, I'm gonna just say that's the best place where we were at because it was crazy.
Yeah, man. Mama's Daughter's Diner. If you're ever in the Dallas area,
Mama's Daughter's Diner, dude. It was live. It was live. I'm talking about down south, southern cooking, and man, just a place where everybody kind of like can congregate. You don't have to know each other, and you're sitting on one end of the table, other end of the table. People gracious talk to you and everything else, and at the same time, you can get some turnip greens, some cornbread, some nice butter rolls, some chicken and dumplings, chicken fried steak. What else do you need? Mash the potatoes, yams, macaroni and cheese. Like it was crazy. Crazy.
Thanksgiving, man. Like every
look at this cat.
Every Sunday if you want it.
Y'all didn't take me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Biz said he was hungry and we had less than an hour before it closed.
Bro, I don't feel sorry for dude. Look, let me tell you something. I asked him, I said from deep, I was like, yo, boss, you hungry, bro? We about to grab something to eat. Yeah, man. I'm just gonna, he got the deep voice. Yeah, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give me a little something at the hotel. All right. I ain't gonna ask you again because I'm ready to eat. I'm gone. Then when I get on here and tell him everything I had, he's like, wait a minute, you ain't tell me nothing.
Man, yeah, it was so fun. Like, everybody mixing together and stuff like that. It's different. It's different 3D, but it's like the friendship starts before you actually meet in person. So it's like hanging out with an old friend, even if you're hanging out for the first time. So that part of it was like really cool. And like, that's a part of the community that, the community part of this that makes a lot of sense to me.
Straight facts. Yeah, man. And I'm so glad that, he was like, man, Monday, I'll just jump on. I was like, that's cool because, after coming home off the airplane, I was already kind of on some wore out stuff. He had to drive from Dallas back down to Austin. So for him to be on today, I was gracious to have him on here. You guys normally know that I put a trailer teaser out for everybody that pops on like days in advance. You feel me? And so since I didn't get a chance to do that, I was calling it the Fisty BIsh hour again, and just decided to go ahead and bring them on up, and so that we can get a proper thing going. Larry D for the $5 super chat, man. Thank you. Just because, man. Larry D, man, I miss you, bro. I haven't seen you in a minute, man. I got to come check your stuff out. I saw your thumbnails on a couple of things that you're doing, so I'm definitely going to check you out. Those that don't even check Larry D out, which I think everybody in here has, man. Larry D's that guy. Thank you again for the $5 super, man. Appreciate you straight up. So let's get to the nitty gritty because I wasn't hanging with you 24/7. You've probably went and saw some things. I know what you did do behind my back, but I'm not gonna let everybody know until later. maybe I'll let you show the people what you did behind my back. But
well,
I
I promised Fisty Biz that I would take him to breakfast at the same spot. We basically ate there all weekend. And I went there with my family instead, and I missed his phone call.
That's not it. It's what
That's
you
not
got.
it?
It's what you got in your tanks.
Oh, what I did.
Well, Jeffrey Watts with the super sticker. Right on, Jay Watts. Jay Watts came down and kicked it with the Duns for a little minute, man. Look at this cat right here. I can't even watch this. Look, I'm about to solo lay out you, and then you can show everybody what you did to me and tell them exactly how you did me wrong. And I've got to go light this hookah.
All right. So I got this from LRB, and it was 2 stalks like this just tangled together. So I've got the other ones. I got one identical to this in my snail tank. But I mean, like, if I get the right angle, you can see just like, okay, maybe over here, just how thick that thing is. So this was $50 at LRB's stand, and it is twice this big that you're seeing right here. And I also got that Crip and a Maiden something eye. I've got all the names over here. So hold on, let me put my thumb in the camera. Perfect.
Yeah, man, just rub it all in.
So the plants that I did get, I got Tiger Val, Spiral Val, Rotala colorata, the Nurii Rose and Maiden Crip. That's what was in front of that big Anubias plant. I got that big Anubias plant. I got Philippine fern and guppy grass as well. So I'm set up.
Yeah, that's straight trash. He knows I was looking for Anubis this whole time. I even said it on the panel. And I don't care if it's Anubis, Heather, Feather, Dether, Dither, Keisha, LaShonda, Tawanda, whatever. But I wanted that Anubis. And then he goes back and says, I'm about to go grab some plants from Lucas Brett. So I was like, bet. He comes back and I was like, I asked like 3 other vendors. They're like, yeah, we're out of Nubius. I was like, okay, that's all I want. Lucas brings him this big, that big.
I talked to Mrs. LRB, and Mrs. LRB, because it was in a tank on the top shelf, and I think that was probably a 10-gallon tank. The thing took up the whole 10-gallon tank, and there were a bunch of like guppies mixed up in it too. And she was like, I'm just going to let him get it when he gets back. I was like, I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, it's all good. Let's just go ahead and ring me up real quick. You know what I mean? So then Brett's like pulling it out and has it already tied up, like in a big bag. And like, I've got it in my hand and it's already happened. And then you walk up and you're like, hey man, where's that Anubias? You know? And Lucas was like,
dirty pool.
I mean, look, somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad I'm won. I'm sorry that.
So now I'm a loser. You're gonna add insult to injury. That's what we do. Yeah, now on my channel, I'm not. You mess around and get removed.
It's like medicine. Just put the salt on it.
Hey, you guys, we were doing this type of banter the whole weekend, man. TN Aqua, thanks for coming through, man. TN was my camera guy when I did my live, man. If you guys haven't checked that out, it's like 28 minutes.
TN was like my main guy because I walked up and like met him right when I met you, and like he was like, have you been to one of these before? And I was like, this is my like first like fish like event ever. I've been to like the local swap. I've only been to one of those as well, you know. And he was like, well, I'm going to show you around and like introduce you to everybody. Like he was introducing me to like people in the booths and stuff like that. And he was like, this guy's got this. And he was like, what did he get? He got a leopard frog pleco. Is that right?
A leopard
Yeah, I
frog.
think so. A leopard frog pleco for $50. And like, I think he bought like 3 more, and they weren't 50. They were more than that. But he was looking for those, and I was like, well, man, like you gotta like grab it like right then, you know, like.
That's what's up. I did not know that. Fish Room Fever is in the place to be right now. Discus Addiction's in the place to be. I see some new people up in here. I like seeing that. I would have my air horn ready for you, but of course, you guys know I'm late all the time and never ready.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like that's kind of what I like about you. You're like casual.
Right. So, what are some of the other things you liked local? Before we get into you a little bit more.
Oh man, what I liked. I liked that the feeling of community. Like we had a great weekend and everything, and I'm like sure that there were so many people there that I'm sure there was drama of some kind. I never saw any of it.
Mm-hmm.
I only saw like people being really cool to other people, and I saw people with their products and stuff like that, like teaching people like what it is and what it takes to take care of them, whether they're looking to buy it or not. You know what I mean? So like that, and that all happened without any moderators. So that was pretty freaking cool.
That is really cool. Yeah. Like that people actually conduct themselves as they kind of do, like when you see them where they're at, which is definitely cool. I think it was just a good Shella. I mean, this is the third city that it has been in, and this is finally the last city that I had seen it in. I had been to Florida earlier this year. Sorry, last year when they had it. I did Chicago in 2019, and now Dallas. So now I've been to all 3 cities to see all 3 Shellas, and this definitely was dope. Larry D wants a dog. Dolphin
I
raid.
was doing that all weekend too. All you do is yell dolphin raid, and he goes off. Like
I think we did it when John was doing his presentation.
I was like, he was at the end. I was like, man, I think he's pretty much done. I was like, dolphin raid.
Heppo Aquatics. I like the walkthrough you did. Watching
I'm working on it, buddy. I'm working on it.
Denzel walk at the beginning of Malcolm X with Spike. Right on, Heppa. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Right on, y'all. The chat is filled, baby. You got an audience.
Night, it's a great night to be here.
It's about to go down.
I missed all my friends in chat that weren't there, but man, I hung out with Texas, Mr. and Mrs. Texas Fish Room. They are some cool folk as well.
Who's that?
Texas Fish Room.
Yeah, Texas Fish Room is cool. He's in the place to be. Shout out to Texas Fish Room. He has a luxurious beard.
Top, like cool beard, man, for sure.
Yep, he's in my lives. He's in my live when I was running around the Shella also.
Oh, really? That's awesome, man. Yeah, you guys definitely get a look at that fashionable beard. It's so good.
Yes, it is. Also, check these out from Chris of Multi-Tank Addiction. He gave these to me and signed them for me.
Oh, wow.
Figure out a way to throw them up in this fish room.
Yeah, man.
It's not bad. He actually did these himself.
Yeah, like that one's really great. I'm a big fan of orange, and the orange and black going on there on that was good. Was that last one Oscars?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that is wild.
I don't know if that's a gold Phantom Pleco, green Phantom Pleco. No, it's black and gold. So that's a what's the black Pleco with the gold dots? I know green Phantom is green with the gold dots because I had one. Rest in peace, buddy. Yeah. There's one. Dang, man, I can't believe he died. Yes, I can. I can believe death. They just go. They just go. Golden nugget. That's what it is. Right on, Jay.
Oh, okay.
Jay Watts knows his fish.
Mississippi Hippie and I were staying together at the Motel 6.
I'm sorry. I've been ignoring my daggone mods. Monica, I'm sorry. Monica wants to know your guest name so we can, what your name is, so we can hook it up.
I am New Local Austin. All one word.
New Local Austin. That's on YouTube. Is that on Instagram? Is that the way it's everywhere?
I think I'm just on YouTube right now.
Okay, so just on YouTube. Is that Jess in this thing?
Oh man, it was so fun hanging out with Jess. Like I didn't even, because I'm taller than she is, I didn't recognize her that morning because of the stripes in her hair, and I was just like, "Oh my god, it's you!" I didn't even recognize you for a second. Like she stood next to me for like 3 minutes before I figured out it was her. I mean, like I was getting some coffee and bringing like blood alcohol sugars like to a good level for 10 o'clock in the morning after a great night out.
Man, you know what? Standing around in the shell is brutal, though. Like just standing, walking.
Because it's standing around on concrete. Yeah, that's no good.
I'm so glad I didn't bring my my Vans canvas shoes because I would have just been Sasquatching it all the way through. Like that's just crazy.
That's true.
You know what? Big Rich had his flip-flops on the whole time with his dogs out. That might be the way to go, bro.
I mean, like he looks like that's all he ever wears. Like, you know what I mean? Like he wears some flip-flops like that or he's barefoot. I feel like in most of his videos he's barefoot.
Yeah, you're right. Because he's walking through stingrays and whatever big fish he's got running around there. But Jay Watts called him Ohio Fish Rockstar. That's exactly what he is. He had his shades on the whole time because he knew what he was doing. He knew what he wanted to do. He did whatever he wanted. He was walking around with his feet out, whatever, man. See, when I'm in a new city, I walk around with something that I can kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I might have to, you know what I'm saying? You never know.
Yeah, that's not my style. I'm just going to talk him out of it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best hope I got. It's like, hey, man, I'm going to run. Are you going to chase me? Because I'm just rather not. You know what I mean? Like, you'll catch me. So, like, why even play? You know what I mean? Like,
all right. So, New Local Austin is all one word on YouTube.
Yeah, it should be.
And Jess says, you're awesome, New Local Austin. I am so glad.
Jess, you are awesome as well. I had so much fun with the lady tubers and gentlemen tubers and stratosphere tubers. It was really great, man.
It was definitely a good vibe, you guys. Definitely a good vibe.
Everybody was having fun, you know, and that's what everybody came to do, and everybody did that. So that was pretty neat.
And let me tell you guys something while you all are here right now. Next week, and I've got one confirmation saying next by the man himself. I just want to make sure a double confirmation after tonight to make sure he was in clear mind. But Brett Rayner of Tanked would like to step up next week. So if you've seen the show Tanked with Brett and Wade, they build tanks all over the place. Some New York guys from Vegas, that's their whole shtick. They say that, and you know, we build the best tanks everywhere. They've built tanks for Shaq. The guy talked to me, man. We cool as hell, and he like showed me.
He's a really cool dude, man. Like,
he's awesome.
I liked him a lot, man.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's got a lot going on. You know what I mean? He's one of those mover and shaker type guys. But I mean, like, he was just real cool, man. Like, he's eating barbecue and drinking lemonade, standing right next to us, man. You know what I mean? It was so much fun.
Gave me his personal number, said, hit me up, man. I'd love to do it. I was like, that's crazy.
That's a great pull, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So I'll have him next week. We'll have Dee Fish Fenton. Then I have to talk back with her and see if we can do that afterwards.
Okay.
I've got Fish Room Fever. It's probably going to come on after that.
Okay.
I even got the mermaid from Aquashella. Unbelievable. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. I said, wait, so you guys have a cult? She said, excuse me, it's a pod. Like dolphins? Y'all got a pod? It's a mermaid pod. She has a whole mermaid pod. It's a gang of these mermaids. They're getting
dude.
aquarium.
There were a grip of mermaids there.
It was
the organization was 1,000 mermaids.
It was a plethora of mermaids.
I think they're called a grip.
She told me they're called a pod.
Oh.
Yeah.
Should be grip.
I was gonna call it a whole gander of mermaid.
A murder. No, wait, that's crows. Never mind.
Wait a minute. Murder is a group of what? What is it? Murder?
Yeah, crows, I think, right?
Crow. It is crows. Yeah, murder of crows. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. I love it.
Man. Yeah, no, it was so much fun. And another thing I kind of learned is just how like Joe Shrimp Shack and Flip Aquatics and Detroit now Motor City what is it? Motor City something shrimp?
Probably.
Anyway, like all those guys know each other and like all those guys are like they're kind of like you would think that they would be in competition, but they're not. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, and it was like that with, like, all the other people who are specialized in the same thing. Like, and this was the third one. So, every vendor knew every other vendor there if they didn't at the beginning of it and stuff like that. And they were like, you know who would know more about that? You need to go down this aisle and go 2 stalls over. And that guy got a similar setup to mine, but he specifically knows about this fish, so go talk to him real quick.
Yeah, that's real talk.
Tell me what he says. You know what I mean? It's like,
hey man,
that's cool.
I have no other words, man. I can't believe I was there yesterday and was kicking it with you all. Like it, man. It was just a good time. It was definitely a good time.
Saw lots of kids. That was encouraging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that was really neat.
I was
liking that.
That's my whole deal. Get them into it so that this hobby can keep it popping.
I got my niece in there on Sunday.
Okay.
With her parents, they came in.
Oh, I forgot to tell everybody. Big Rich will be on. He definitely said he'll be on like 3 times. Got his personal number also. And
that's sweet.
Queen of the Reef is going to come on and show us how easy it is to keep salt water. She's kept only salt water all her life. She said she kept a freshwater tank for like 6 months. It was boring, and she went back with her salt. And I was like, what? You're going to tell a bunch of freshwater people that? But I am very interested into figuring out her, what she's got to say. So she said she's going to jump on. She has a YouTube channel, Queen of the Reef. So these next couple of months, you guys, I'm going to start banging them out. Boss Aquatics said that he's going to come up and grace us with his presence.
I really enjoyed hanging out with him, man.
I really don't trust Chicago boys, but he was pretty cool. He said, maybe it's because I'm on the outskirts of Chicago. I was like, maybe. And maybe because you're not a Cubs fan, because that would have been a whole problem.
Not for me, man. I don't know anything about golf.
About golf?
Oh wait, the Cubs. Which team is that? It's a different one. It's football.
That would be the Bears in Chicago. The Cubs are their baseball team.
Okay, my bad. I'm on that.
Yeah, you gotta really get your stuff together. You can't have hair like that and not know teams.
I can have hair like that, man. I just like get into like real niche stuff, man. It's just like I don't know. I listen to all sorts of music you haven't heard of, man. It's too obscure.
I told
mainstream, bro.
I told New Local Austin when he had his shades on, he had the same shades that the dude has on in The Big Lebowski. Anybody remember The Big Lebowski? One of my favorite movies, man. Yeah, the dude. They're gonna kill that poor girl. They're not gonna kill that harlot, that skank, that she's lying, dude. Anyway, it doesn't even matter. Let's go roll a few.
It really tied the room together, man.
It really did. Did it not? Did it not really tie the room together? I have the walrus. Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Yeah, man, we were having a blast. And I was running around with Kenny and Posiwi, like a hoot, man. Just a hoot. Man.
Yeah. Kevin Leon made a presence there. Young Kev. He was walking around, man. He's something else, man. You haven't met Kevin, man.
Stream a couple times.
You said what?
Streaming on Friday night, and he was streaming. He was streaming last night. He asked me to be there, and I was like, I got to figure out whether I can do that from a Motel 6. I want to say the Motel 6 Wi-Fi won't handle that, but it might. But I wasn't there. I was at the Anatole drinking.
I too was at the Anatole. If you guys can tell by my Dallas, Texas 2021 shorts, that Anatole is ridiculous, man. The hotels that they get to the tubers, man, unbelievable. Two water feature beds. They're not even fountains, so they don't spray up. It's like super zen. Like you could just sit there and you don't even see the water trickle over. It's just like a bed of silk. And it just falls. Two of those big water features.
So yeah, you hear rushing water, but the water that you're looking at is still. It's like eerie, man. Like it's real, man. Like, and then you're just sitting out at like different like outdoor like furniture, couches with cushions and stuff like that, like all over the place out there. You could just
they had a big
with 8 or 10 people and be like, "What's up?"
They had a big pergola where you could just sit on the inside of the building. You look up, and it's one of those ones where you come out of your room and you can look down into the lobby styles. You jump on the elevator is glass. You can look out as you're going down type of dealies. So it was definitely dope. It was definitely dope. Flip is in this thing.
Flip.
Man, big shout out to Flip Aquatics, man. Rob, we really appreciate, man, everything.
He was so nice to my niece.
He's a super.
Like I was like, hey man, I got to get you interested in the generation coming up behind us right here. And he was like, it is a pleasure to meet you.
Man, big time, man. Rob, everything, cool. The whole setup, the shuttle was the shuttle was off the chain. The dinner was off the chain. Just treat the tubers just super nice, man. We just feel the presence, feel the love, and feel the energy. What else can you say on that? Like, it's a hell of a time.
I am Lumpy Dog. I am slacking, and I don't know how to edit like at all. And by that I mean I have like attempted it and not even been able to get with the I can't do it, man. Like, so I got to get it out there. So first I've got to like introduce myself and like tell my story, right? And then I think like the next one will be like just introducing you to the different tanks that I have. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. I might just do it like a piece at a time.
What are you talking about?
My streams.
Oh.
A Lumpy Dog says Mike needs to put out more video content. And I was like, I do. I have like a minute of content. So thank you, Rob, for not checking on my channel. I appreciate that, bro. So
man, and I want to say one last thing to Flip, man. Look, hey, I would love to stream at all of these things. I'm just letting you know. I'm putting my hat in the bucket right now. It was a lot of fun being up there on the big panel, the real mics and the real lights and the real cameras. Like, it was a load of fun. You're an awesome, just the whole shebang that you do. Awesome at it. Great personality for it. We know that you're working. You still make time to do what you need to do. And I remember when we went over to Mother and Daughters, you got Flip a plate and you got Jason a plate, right?
Yeah.
And if I remember Jason's plate, he almost ate the styrofoam, G. I didn't see Flip's plate.
I just went fried chicken for them both, knowing that creamed gravy don't lie. You know what I mean? Like mac and cheese, green beans, and mashed potatoes, I guess, was the third one.
Yeah.
It was meat and 3.
It was who? Look.
Meat and 3 was the name of the plates. And then they've got like 8 different meats or whatever that they've got, like, and each day is different, man. It's so great. That diner is awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely dope. Definitely dope. Well, I'm looking at my rollie and it's about that time. If I had a rollie. Can somebody please let New Local Austin what time it is? What time is it for this guy, man? I mean, we've had all this sentiment. Yes, back and forth. It's been great.
9:45.
Good. Is that what time it is? No, that's not what time it is. That's not the time I got. Can somebody tell me what time I got, please?
Well, I'm looking for the chat.
You're. Don't worry though. We're gonna tell you
to hit the like button. I better like the stuff I'm on. You know what I mean? Like that's just a bad move if I don't do that, right?
That's what time it is. It's hot spot. What time did you think it was?
I thought it was Miller time, bro.
Did you? It can be. You better find something, huh? You better get it together.
Okay, man, I'm ready. I'm already sweating.
No. You're not ready till I tell you you're ready.
Those top tanks are 79 degrees now. They got down to 73.
I don't care about your weather. Look, it's on. It's on and popping. Hold on, let me puff this real. Nicotine free. It's about that time for New Local Austin. You already know. Cheers.
Just kidding. It's not frozen, y'all.
Look at Lisa. My favorite part of the show. She hates all the other part.
Right, yeah.
And this is her favorite part.
Community and how much fun I had hanging out with her. She's like,
Lisa still has yet to jump in the hot spot. She said that she would at some point in time. We got to get Lisa. Right? I might do an all women's hot spot month. I have enough now for an all women's hot spot month. I think that'll be good.
I mean, why not?
All right. But for right now, we're going to deal with what we got. Right now, we have New Local Austin. So let's go one more time. Here it is. Fishy Biz Aquatics and New Local Austin is going to be a crazy one. And there's a lot of live streams on Monday nights, but this is going to be your favorite one. And the chat, you already know I'm not going to play with them. Let's get into it. The hot spot where the spot gets so hot. First off, New Local Austin, we're going to talk about your faves. These are all your faves. Nobody else's faves, just yours. You tell us what your favorites are. And we start off like this. What's your favorite bottom dweller?
Man, I am a huge Corridora fan right now. I have the salt and pepper Corridoras.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Okay. Salt and pepper. All right. What about your favorite place to buy fish down there in Austin?
Oh man, it has to be Aquatech. I bought some more Daphnia from my green water.
Okay.
On my way home from Aquashella, like I stopped at the local fish store before I got home.
You didn't have enough fish after Aquashella. You had to go to another fish store, huh? I love it. So wait, is it the Aquatech that was dressed up as Aquaman Aquatech?
Yeah.
My guy.
I stood next to you a lot this weekend, or a guy who looks a lot like you, and he was like, that was me. And I was like, right on, man. Sorry we didn't talk, and I didn't figure out that you were the owner of Aquatech.
Very nice. Give me two fish that are enemies.
Two fish that are enemies. Cichlids and other fish, including other cichlids.
Give me another one.
Oh, man. Not accepting my answer. All right. Two fish that don't get along. Man, I've been sticking to peaceful community fish. I'm going to go jewel cichlid, and you can pretty much put anything in the other blank. So, guppy, jewel cichlid. I heard the jewel cichlids, they got a lot of powder in a small
Those
package.
jewel cichlids don't play. They stood toe to toe in my Mbuna tank. They wouldn't even budging. Them Mbunas would look twice at them, boy. Give me two fish that are friends.
Oh, two fish that are friends. My blue samurai beta and my hillstream loaches. I know that those typically don't go together, but they're getting along great.
Anything else? You got the community tank. What else?
Oh yeah, no, I've got like tons of community tanks. So platies go with them. And
okay.
My Corys and my Angels have been getting along beautifully. I got 6 juveniles that are coloring up right now.
All right.
So until they pair off, and then I think it's just a pair versus everyone. So I'll get them a private room when that happens.
Very nice. All right, now let's give your favorite filtration.
My favorite filtration is probably the sponge filter. The first filter I had was a canister, and I do have an on the over the back going on. And I would still say that the sponge filter is my favorite for just the versatility of it. Like out here, I've got sponges in all of my tanks, so I just have to run 2 they're on a loop, so I've got 2 small, like, I don't know, I spent $30 on them, so like small like air compressors. So those are the only 2 things that I would have to figure out how to power to keep my tanks okay. I just have to pray for my insulation holding out that I got in here.
Very good, very good, very
the power
good.
Went out.
Favorite substrate?
Ooh, man, I would say, because I've used it in most of my tanks, my favorite substrate right now is Home Depot gravel, but the gravel at Lowe's is just as good.
I would think so. Favorite tank size?
My favorite tank size right now is the 20 long.
Okay. All right. And what's your favorite fish at this point in time?
Well, I didn't want to keep cichlids, and I was going the whole like intro, like peaceful community fish and stuff like that. But those angels, man, like the way they glide. And that's the one that my mom has picked out of everything that I have. She's like, I really like those angels. And I was like, I do too.
Super awesome. Like, beautiful. That guy knows his fish. So let's get into himself. Let's see how much he knows about himself. What's your favorite dessert?
Apple crisp.
Apple crisps?
Yeah, it's kind of like a cobbler, except like the top like has like a cinnamon, sugary, like crispy, like lumpy dough type thing going on.
I think that's
so it's like an apple pie with no bottom.
I think that's my first apple crisp. All right, very nice. Favorite soft drink? I think I should know.
I'm gonna go Coca-Cola.
There it is. You had it twice when we were there. Favorite shoe ever?
My favorite shoe ever right now is those red shoes that I was wearing. Those, golly, what are they? They're All-Stars.
Converse?
The only pair of Pumas I've ever owned, really, I think.
Pumas?
Were they?
Puma All-Stars?
Hold on. I got the shoe right here.
Got him.
The Puma Stars.
Ah, okay. I see you. All right.
But most of that style of shoe, most of that brand, it's too narrow for like my flat high arch foot. But like for some reason those Puma Stars work.
Very nice.
So yeah, it was not an all-star, just a regular star.
Usually I see All-Star on the side of Converse, but a classic Puma is nice. I'm with it. Okay. Favorite breakfast food?
Man, I'm gonna go with the apple fritter.
Apple fritter. Apple guy. Favorite type of apple?
Ooh, that's tough, man. I'm gonna go with Pink Ladies.
That's a good apple. That's a good apple. What's your favorite app?
My favorite app is man, everybody always says YouTube. But I mean, like, it is the one that I use. Actually, you want to know what? On my way up to Dallas, Waze. Waze is my favorite app. It had me exit the freeway and then like bypass an accident twice on Friday on my way up. Saved me probably, I don't know, an hour.
Oh, snap. We got to get it. You notice how I said Apple Crisp was your favorite dessert, then your favorite apple, and then your favorite app. And all of that had apps. I'm cold like that. Shout out to Stephen P, man. Stephen P, met him also. Very cool guy. I can also see him eye to eye. And he wants to know
my favorite Tic Tac flavor is orange.
Orange. Dropping in with the favorite Tic Tac flavor. I'm going to go with the classic. What's the white one? Peppermint? Or is that vanilla? The white Tic Tacs.
I want to say it's peppermint.
Peppermint? I also like the green ones, which are spearmint.
I don't like.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but he didn't ask me, so there we go. Thank you, Stephen P, for the $20 chat. I appreciate that.
Stephen P was an awesome man to see
Super cool
at the Aquashella. Stephen P was probably one of my top 3 people that I wanted to see and meet, just because like all the cool stuff he's doing and stuff like that. Like, for sure, man.
Yep. Favorite cereal? Don't say Apple Jacks.
O's.
Honey Nut O's? The OH apostrophe S's?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They'll cut your mouth off,
man. Hey,
if you're like,
I cannot find them anymore.
They're good.
They are delicious. Oh, I used to love those things. Absolutely. Favorite website?
My favorite website right now is Get Gills.
Is who?
Get Gills.
Okay. Get Gills. Yeah. All right. Favorite game console?
Man, I'm gonna have to go PS4 because I'm not gonna buy a PS5 until I'm walking around the Walmart and I come around the corner and there's 8 of them stacked there and I can just pick it up and put it in my cart.
That's a fact.
That's when I'm buying one.
That's a fact.
Not before then, and I don't know when that day is. It wasn't today, and it's probably not going to be tomorrow.
That's a fact. Hepa asks, what's your favorite FishTube channel?
My favorite FishTube channel, man, it's tough. It's between LRB and Maple Street Aquatics.
Those are all good channels. But unfortunately, you didn't say me, so we got to get you out of here. Sorry, He said the wrong answer. Boom, 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 boom. The answer is, I like all those channels, but I love Fishy Biz Aquatics.
Who's Fishy Biz Aquatics?
Oh, you want to really get kicked out? Oh.
Now I'm gonna say Maple Street, and here's why. Because my favorite thing in any live stream or video content or anything is when we're looking at people's tanks. And theirs is completely centered around that. I also like a good chill time. You know what I mean? Gotcha.
Nothing wrong with that.
I like seeing in the tank. I like looking at fish.
Very nice. I love it. RB, what's your favorite cake?
My mom makes a bundt cake that is a rum cake that is ridiculous.
Nice rum cake. I could rock with that. What's your favorite fast food joint?
I'm going to go with Whataburger, man.
I'm going to take a pause right here because I know he's not listening because he's too busy watching a 3-hour movie. But John and Lisa had never had Whataburger, and we took a lift to Whataburger.
How'd that go?
It didn't go. We got there. Lisa wanted like some sort of a veggie patty. Whataburger didn't offer it, so she got the fries and she got the onion rings. Of course, John, being a greedy glutton as he is, he goes for the double Whataburger, which I did too. But he goes for the fries, and he also wanted onion rings too. We get it. He said he's never had it. He wants to know what the big deal is about it, and he wasn't thrilled. He was not thrilled about it. And he said, I just wanted to see what all the hubbub is. The Tennessee boys came through after that. TN, Chattanooga, and Fish Room Fever, and they came and got a Whataburger also. And I had to agree with them. Normally, I get my Whataburgers down in Louisiana when I go visit my family. They're sopping wet, bite them, the juice everywhere. And these were not that. They were a little lackluster. Now, I will say that Whataburger, since it is a chain, it depends on the workers that are there. And I can
No, it's true. I mean, like, there's mismanaged locations. I'm sorry as a native Texan, I apologize.
Well, and I tell you what, I told them, I said, as a high school teacher, some of these restaurants that you kind of like are looking forward to have gone down just a little bit because some of these students that they are hiring really do not care about the franchise. They have no stock embedded in it. They just want to get a check, and they half-ass stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them, and I'm not saying that on everybody, but sometimes they half-ass it. And when you don't do something to the full ability of what, and you're in customer service, people are expecting for these things to look a certain way, taste a certain way, and stuff like that. So I would urge them to go to a different one
either,
and try it again. What you say?
You don't get your A string on Halloween, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Your A string's out partying.
For facts. So, favorite holiday?
Man, I am gonna say Christmas.
It's a great holiday. It's on its way, coming up in a couple months. Or in a month. It's November now. Favorite movie?
Man, I'm gonna go with my favorite movie is Goonies, Chattanooga Ed. Goonies is my favorite movie. And
it's
we're
a great movie.
Just let that hang out there.
They put it back on I want to say, did they either put it back on Netflix, maybe because of the Halloween month? It was either there or it was either one of the movies you could choose on the Southwest airline when you're able to jump onto their Wi-Fi.
Nice.
So it was definitely on there. I just saw it recently, so that was great. Great. Favorite restaurant?
My favorite restaurant is it's Valentina's. It's a barbecue joint just south of town.
Okay. What do they offer? What's your favorite thing to order?
It's the marriage of Tex and Mex.
Very nice.
So you could get like a taco or a sandwich.
Very nice. I like that.
Yeah, they have the real deal Holyfield, which is a breakfast taco that like has like beans, brisket, bacon, and a fried egg.
That's like the Steak and Shakes Royale.
Where they put the, and then they have smoked chicken, and they just take like a handful of the chicken and put it on a bun, and then like it's got like some in-house sauce that they make and stuff like that. Oh so God. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
2 places that I've been to, one of them is shut down, but the one that's still here, it's called the Rice House. You know, the Rice House is an Asian cuisine infused with like some down south cooking. So you can get hot braised catfish rice. So you can get
pretty good.
A deluxe rice with the ham, beef, shrimp in the rice, and then on top of it is teriyaki glazed fried catfish. Freaking delicious.
Teriyaki glaze anything is delicious, but catfish I haven't had. I'll definitely have to try that.
It's delicious. And then the other place that was shut down, they had a burger called the Cardiac Arrest, where you get 2 full Angus beef patties, all of the fixings on it, included with 5 strips of hickory smoked bacon, topped with 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, and on top of that, 2 Krispy Kreme donuts.
That's excessive. You got to chop all that up and make it into a burrito.
You want to put all of that in a shell?
Just so that you can hold it. You know what I mean? Like it's not that doesn't work as a sandwich anymore. You know what I mean?
That's real. It definitely worked because I definitely ate it several times.
I mean, if you say so.
What is your favorite food to cook?
I like to smoke chicken and get a lot of flack from other Texans about this, but I've got an electric smoker on my back porch, and it makes the best smoked chicken. Shh.
Cat's out the bag now. Electric?
Yeah, I know. But hey, man, why not? Hey, why not use what you have?
Okay, I ain't mad at you. What is your favorite celebrity crush? Or who was?
Oh man, I was a Pamela Anderson fan. I'm not gonna lie.
Which makes the next segment. I think I know the answer, and I think everybody else knows the answer. So we'll get to that in a minute. Pammy Anderson. Okay, all right. Favorite school subject?
Recess.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean biology.
Attaboy. Favorite car?
Favorite car, man. I am a fan of the Toyota 4Runner.
Okay. Okay. Seems a little small for big guys like us, but well.
No. The Forerunner's bigger.
Oh no, the
than what
Forerunner, the
you and I were in.
Forerunner. No, that is. You've got to
You and
step
I
up.
were in my RAV4, and actually, you have to appreciate how close up to the window that dash is.
It's true. Yeah, I was surprised that I was able to fit in your RAV, and I had a nice amount of room. It wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
But
What's
the
your favorite?
the Forerunner is the next one up. Like, I don't need anything bigger than that because it's just me and my wife. So,
Gotcha. Favorite ice cream flavor?
I really like Mexican vanilla with fresh strawberries crushed in.
Wait, say that flavor again.
Mexican vanilla.
Interesting. So different from regular vanilla or French vanilla?
Yeah, I don't know whether it uses like some condensed milk in the recipe or something like that, but it's like sweeter, like the vanilla. I don't know. Have you ever had coffee that has like a vanilla aftertaste? Like,
Sure.
what is that like brick like vanilla sugar like big? Like it's like a cone sometimes that they use. Like it's almost like brown sugar,
like a waffle cone, something
yeah, it
like
looks
that.
kind of like that.
That's good. I like that. Very nice. Favorite wrestler?
Oh man, heard the Bushwhackers was taken.
The Bushwhackers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Glow Wrestling, and I'm gonna go with who I can't remember the name of the Russian wrestler, the Russian lady wrestler, but I always thought she was cool.
I have no idea who that was.
Moscow Red or something like that.
Real quick for the chat, 10 seconds to tell me what wrestler does New Local Austin look like? Go. Put them in, put them in, put them in. Put them in, put them in, put them in. What wrestler does New Local Austin look like? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1.
Big Rich for the win.
We have Steve Nash, Jake the Snake, 2 Jake the Snakes, nice. A Macho Man, and a Bret Hart. New Local looks like he eats Bret Hart. Kevin Nash.
I love Danny's answer.
John Cena.
John Cena.
Ron Jeremy.
And that is why, with comments like that in the chat, I was like, Stephen P is going to be there? Can't wait to meet that guy. Like, for reals.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Anybody remember Big Papa Pump? Because when Big Papa's hoochies come round, all my hoochies come to town. Big Papa Pump. Oh my God. Wrong kind of wrestling, says Geek Boy. Oh my God. Very nice. All right. Favorite superhero.
My favorite superhero is Orgasmo.
It's like I've seen that from someone.
I think it was a film by the same title. And
yes. All right. The film. Okay.
Yeah, he becomes I think in the movie he becomes a porn star because he has lost his way, like doing mission work as a Mormon.
And he becomes a what?
And he's so naive about the world that he doesn't realize he's doing porn.
Oh, Jesus.
Orgasmo Ray.
That deserves the Pornhub
Yeah,
sound.
he strikes him with the orgasmo ray, and they go.
Oh my God. All right. This is going to be a great one. Favorite type of music?
Man, that's really hard. I'm all good music, you know what I mean? But like I am all over the place. So I'm gonna have to go metal as a genre.
Okay.
It's solid.
All right. Favorite metal group?
Clutch.
Okay. Very nice. All right. Favorite sport?
Darts, bowling. Anything you can do with a beer in your hand.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Fair. Favorite sport? I said that, didn't I? Favorite seafood?
Man, I really do like scallops.
Hands down, I like scallops too. Very, yeah. I will go with that. Bar sports, bowling, we got it all in there. Favorite position? Well, that usually favorite position.
Favorite musician, you said?
Position.
Position. Back bar.
Gotta go to the kitchen, Don. It's normally after I ask for the favorite sport, but you said darts and bowling. I'm not sure what the positions are there. And Jeffrey Watts said he's a bottom.
Shut up! I'm pitching now to catch it.
Oh, favorite pizza topping?
It's a trifecta. Breakfast bacon, pineapple, jalapeno.
What?
You have all of the Every bite is different.
That's different. You have a whole nother palate in your mouth there, son. Jalapeno, pineapple, and breakfast bacon.
Salt, sweet, spicy, vinegar,
All of it.
sugar.
That's different. That's especially you're gonna drive people crazy who don't think that pineapples belong on pizza.
Yeah, when I moved into this house 10 years ago, I ordered it from the local pizza place. And the kid comes to the door, white kid, dreads, blonde. You know, and he's like, man, you really stirred everybody up back at the place, man. Like, they don't know about your topping choices, man. Half of them think you're crazy. Half of them think you're a genius. And I was like, well, you got to make one and find out. He goes, it's in the oven. I hope they save me some. And I was like, have a good one, bud. But yeah, for real.
Round 2. The Inferno round. Let's get it. It's either this or it's either that. It can't be both. Here we go. Ugh. Hot or cold?
Cold.
Bath or shower?
Shower.
Bar soap or gel?
Bar soap.
Washcloth or just nothing?
Nothing.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. Play it cool, hot shot. Short or tall?
Tall.
Goldfish or betta?
Goldfish.
Goldfish or guppy?
Goldfish.
Goldfish or Endler?
Goldfish.
Okay. All right. Arapaima or alligator gar?
Alligator guy.
Mammals or reptiles?
I'm gonna go mammals.
Starburst or Skittles?
Skittles.
Skittles or Laffy Taffy?
Skittles.
Skittles or gummy bears?
Skittles.
Skittles or Sweet Tarts?
Skittles.
Skittles or Mike and Ike's?
I kind of like those cinnamon Mike and Ike's, man.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with that. Yeah.
There we go. All right. M&M's or Reese's?
Peanut M&M's.
Peanut
Regular M&M's are trash. That's just how I feel.
Peanut M&M's or Snickers?
Peanut M&M's.
Peanut M&M's or Butterfinger?
Butterfinger.
Butterfinger or Payday?
Butterfinger.
Butterfinger or Heath Bar?
Butterfinger.
Okay, stick to your guns. Chocolate chip cookie or Oreo?
Chocolate chip cookie, man.
Okay, all right. Chocolate chip cookie or chocolate chip with pecans?
Yeah, man. I mean, like, if that's still a chocolate chip cookie to me.
It is.
You can add other stuff in there, and I'm all like, yeah, dude.
You still with it?
Sure.
Okay. All right. All right. Chocolate or vanilla?
I'm a chocolate guy.
Okay. A great movie or a great show?
Great show, man. Give me some live music.
Tacos or burgers?
I'm going tacos, man. I did not eat enough tacos this weekend. We had no tacos.
Okay. All right. Bacon or sausage?
Bacon is so versatile, but I'm thinking about that sausage that we had on Saturday night. That was good.
So,
yeah, I'm sausage. I'm sausage.
Pig or cow?
Pig.
Mornings or nights?
Mornings.
Breakfast for dinner or dinner for breakfast?
I'm okay with I'm more of a fan of breakfast for dinner, just because I like yeah, it could be a waffle or a pancake. All of those things are syrup delivery devices. You know what I mean? It's just like, get to the end of the day and it's just like, oh, I'm gonna eat a bunch of syrup on something. Yes, I'm into it.
Okay. Shoes or flip flops?
Shoes.
Weekdays or weekends?
Weekends every time.
YouTube Shorts or TikTok?
I'm gonna go YouTube Shorts.
Disney World or Universal?
I'm gonna go Disney World.
Hot coffee or iced coffee?
Both. Oh, I can't. Dang! Hot coffee, because I'll drink hot coffee even when it's hot.
What are you doing, Step Bro?
Beach sand or mountaintops?
Beach sand.
A little late or super early?
Super early.
Brains or body?
Brains.
Junk in the trunk or no junk?
Junk in the trunk.
Butter boobs.
But
Fish sticks or nuggets?
nuggets.
CVS's or Walgreens?
Walgreens.
Fries or tots?
Fries.
Buffy or Blade?
Buffy.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Conan or Xena?
Xena.
He-Man or She-Ra?
What if He-Man was She-Ra?
You just blew my mind.
So I'm gonna go He-Man.
Okay. By the
That
power
tiger
of
was
Grayskull.
cool.
Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
Street Fighter.
Mario or Luigi?
I like Luigi.
Luigi or Sonic?
Oh, Luigi.
Sonic or Tails?
Tails.
Ryu or Ken?
Ryu.
Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Lois Lane or Mary Jane?
Mary Jane.
Blonde or brunette?
I'm gonna go with blonde.
Blonde or ginger?
Ginger.
Ginger or Marianne? Or Mrs. Howe?
I don't feel like Ginger and Marianne would ever be a choice. You know what I mean? There's no way both of them would be fighting over me or something. You know what I mean? I would never have to choose.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of it.
You
get to pick
whichever opportunity presents.
Whichever one you pick is the one that's gonna like you. So Ginger or Marianne?
Ginger.
Why do you say it so solemnly? Velma or Daphne?
My wife is blonde. She's in the other room. Got to keep it.
Get in trouble. Daphne or Velma?
Velma.
The Chipmunks or the Chipettes?
Chipmunks.
Very nice. Cash or credit?
Credit.
Plane, train, or car?
Car.
Cryptocurrency, yes, for the takeover, or nah, it'll fashion out?
I don't know, man. I've been like wrong thus far. Like I was at a coffee shop and there was a Bitcoin machine like in there. And this was like years ago, like 20 years ago or something, like crazy.
Wow.
And I was like, I do what with what? And I was like, yeah, but you get like, like 1,400 of them for like $20. And I was like, that's stupid. Like, no. And I thought so at the time. And it's just like, had I just put $5 in there, you know what I mean? Like,
crazy, right?
Yeah, man. I wouldn't have had to drive anything this weekend.
Happens. Peter Griffin or Homer Simpson?
I like Homer Simpson.
Okay. All right. Home cooked meal or go out?
I like a home cooked meal.
Okay. Marge Simpson or Lois Griffin?
Lois.
There we go. And we are on to the next one. Let's go in with fill it in, fill it in, fill it in, fill it in. I'll start it off, but you got to fill it in. My worst job ever was.
My worst job ever was working at a Subway.
Why was that their worst job?
I believe the manager was stealing. Not the only food service job I had where the manager was stealing things.
Hey man, manager steal. Were you the manager?
No.
Okay.
I worked with an angry man named Jack, and
Shout out
he
to
would
Jack.
keep saying that the Fruzel machine was broken because he didn't want to make it, and I'd be like, "No, it's not."
Oh, you're talking about Subway, the eatery. I thought you were talking about a Subway.
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
My first job ever was.
My first job ever was working in a kitchen in the mall, the only place that sold beer. So I was in the kitchen back there, like making fried mushrooms.
If they're done right, I love fried mushrooms. By far, the best vacation spot is.
I would say the best vacation spot is fishing on the coast.
The coast of Rica, or
Man, I'm talking, for me, Texas, and that's not the most beautiful coast in the world, but
it's definitely not.
beach house, go out there, just go fish for a bit.
Was at Galveston this summer, and a lot of brown water. Almost didn't want to get in it.
Yeah, man.
Way different than Miami water.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't get in it, but people do.
Definitely got in it because the kids were saying beach, beach, beach. All right, here you go.
Yeah, but I mean, like but like that brown water and like overcast sky, and then like all of everything made out of wood, and then it gets weathered and that like gray silver look to it.
Yeah, it's like hella tannins.
There is a certain amount of beauty to it. You know what I mean? Like, but like the palette is all mildewy. You know, it's different.
It's true. The name of my first fish was
Phineas.
Phineas.
Phineas. I cannot remember the name of my goldfish that I had as a kid. Okay. Which means he probably did not last very long. Am I correct? Probably, right?
503 said it's poop. It's not tannins or wood. It's poop. If I could star in any movie, what would it be?
I'm going to go with Goonies.
Who would you be?
Well, who do I want to be, or who would I be?
You're about to remake and star in Goonies. You get to pick who you are.
Well, then I would be the main character, the one with the inhaler. But we all know that I would be Chunk.
We all would be Chunk right about now. If I wasn't keeping fish, I would be keeping.
I honestly don't think I would be keeping anything. I mean, like I might end up with a dog or something like that could come fishing with me. You know what I mean? Or something like that. But, you know, and like pal around with me and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think that I'd be keeping anything really.
Okay. If Thanos snapped half of your tanks away, Which half would you keep? Which half would you wish you didn't snap away?
We could probably go with all of the green tanks on the bottom row.
You know, that algae.
It's like, let it roll, man.
Just snap them all off, huh? I wish you would snap that Anubis you stole from under me.
Hey, man, it's down here. You just got to come get it.
It was already down there.
I'm keeping it for you.
Guess what? Did a hell of a job, man.
Man, it's tougher than you think it is. Because the questions keep coming.
Absolutely.
And I don't know how many times I've sat in this stream and like answered them for myself. And like, favorite restaurant must have, you know, I must be always on a smoke break or getting something out of the fridge on that question. Like, I was really stumped there for a second. I was like, man, what is my favorite restaurant?
Round of applause for New Local Austin making it through the hot spot. I'm proud of him. Great guy, you guys. New Local Austin, friend of the show. He's welcome back anytime. He took the hot spot by storm. He made it hot. He got nervous a little bit, but he pulled through like a champion. Good job.
I was nervous before I got up. You're like, is this your first live stream? And I was like, I mean, like, I've been on live streams before, you know what I mean? But I've never been like the person being interviewed or talked to, maybe. Maybe that was it. But, I mean, every time I get up on a live stream with Shanna, everybody else goes away, like, miraculously somehow. I don't know how it is, but we always, and I was like, hey, it's you and me again.
Help him. I came home, and the first thing I did today was go up to the hospital. And my daughter has both of her chest tubes out. She can now lay on her side comfortably. They're going down on her morphine, so like she's super comfortable. When I saw her, I kissed her 3 times, and she gives me a big smile. And the progression is just working. And at the beginning of this stream, I thanked every last one of you all for your prayers and your good vibes, and ask you for the continued prayers and good vibes till you see me on a live stream with both of them in my arms.
That's such wonderful news, Biz.
Both of them in my arms. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate all of you all, man. This has been great. Going down to Dallas, I really needed it. It was great meeting people, you know, coming up to me. It was big to have Rob come in from Flip Aquatics and tell me that I did a great stream down there on Aquashella, man. That just felt really, really good. So, man, it's been great. It's been great. Almost didn't get out of Dallas last night.
What happened?
American Airlines got canceled 1,600 flights, and they all came over to Southwest, and I almost got bumped. And I was like, wait, what? And got on there. Took about an hour flight, and home I was here. Yeah,
good.
So, everything's been working out, man, and it's just really good, really good. Biz, tell Uncle Funk is waiting to see her. And is the last person that she will see. She will see all these other people before you, Uncle Funk. Uncle Funk. Thank you, Glitch Aquatics. Now's the time where I thank everybody in the chat. I know I missed some people. I know I was trying to make sure that I got this off without a hitch. My Fish Tanks Aquatic Skulls, Dee, who will be on soon.
Man, everybody.
Then Elizabeth Florida Fish Rescue. Thank you. Fish Kid 61's in this thing. Melly Mel was in this thing. The Boss Aquatics was in this thing. Of course, Rob from Flip Aquatics was in this thing. Lisa from KG Tropics, J-Rock Does Stuff was in this thing. Lumpy Dog, of course. Monica Lynn, moderator extraordinaire, along with the Zen Jen. Lump Dog, Rico Stan, whatever Stan. Whips, Joe Munoz, my little short diminutive frenemy, Joe Munoz, Glitch Aquatics, always a pleasure. And everybody, man, everybody, thank you all. Thank you all for coming back. Fishy Biz Aquatics, thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting the chat. Thank you for being a part of the best chat on Monday nights, man. The best stream on Monday nights. It's because of you all. And you guys give me the strength to keep moving and keep pushing. Jay Watts, I see you. Garcia Aquatics, I see you. Garcia Aquatics asked me what my favorite cichlid was. It's my blueberry OB, my personal blueberry OB. But I do like a nice Malawi hawk or a Malawi eye biter. I have a great picture of him on my latest Aquashella Dallas. He was swimming in there looking beautiful. Definitely a dope predatory cichlid. So yes, Looney Tunes, I see you. Texas Fish Room, great meeting you. Stephen P, me and you gonna have to get together and get some raps down, man. Kick a freestyle for him one time for the one time. Boss is still in this thing. The ground don't stop. So he sees. Look at him. He's waiting to see when he gets on this on this hot spot what he's going to answer. And the questions might be different.
It's not. Hey, man, it's not as easy as it looks, boss. But I will say, Aquashella was a blast. It was a lot of fun. But it is good to be home, and I'm here and in the chat. Everybody that I saw, as well as everybody that I didn't see. So it's good to be home. I missed all you guys that weren't there. You know what I mean? And I'm glad I'm like back here, you know what I mean? Get back in the chat with you guys, you know what I mean? And like we continue our day to day. So yeah. Such a great time, man.
Very good, man. And we're gonna play it out, man. Thank everybody for coming through. New Local Austin, you know it's always a pleasure. Thank you for riding me around Dallas, taking me to some spots, getting me some good food to eat, and just being an overall good friend, man. I appreciate you. Thank you.
No problem, sir.
And we'll do it again. You already know, friend of the channel, and it's on like that. Everybody, we will see you Monday, where I will try to make sure that Brett Rayner is here from Tanked, the hit show Tanked. It will be Brett. But you'll see with the trailer teasers if that works out throughout the week. If not, I'll have somebody else on. We got Dee still coming up. A whole plethora of everybody.
Yeah, man, we got people waiting.
Stay tuned, man. And we out of this thing, y'all. Peace.